Be me, Jason, 29. Founder, CEO, visionary. Living in Austin, Texas because SF is over and the energy here is just raw potential. Sitting at a communal teak table in a co-working space that used to be a carburetor repair shop. Rent is $450 a month for a hot desk, which just means I have to fight a 19-year-old dropshipper for an outlet every morning. Sipping a $9 nitro cold brew infused with lavender and adaptogens. Wearing the uniform, Allbirds, Lululemon ABC pants, Patagonia vest with the logo of my failed startup from 2019. Open my MacBook Pro. Sticker bomb on the lid, hustle, disrupt, and a picture of Elon Musk smoking a blunt. Check LinkedIn notifications. 14 likes on my post about how waking up at 3:45 a.m. is the only way to maximize alpha brainwaves. Feeling good. Feeling productive. Have done 0 actual work in 3 weeks. Look across the table. There's Ben. Ben is my CTO, lead engineer, and effectively the only reason I haven't starved to death. Known him since engineering school at Georgia Tech. He graduated top of the class. I dropped out because college stifles innovation. GPA was 1.8. Ben is typing furiously on a ThinkPad that looks like a brick, wearing a faded oversized hoodie and jeans from Costco. He's built the entire backend of VibeCheck, our app. It's basically Tinder, but for finding people to go to brunch with. I call it social friction reduction for the culinary inclined demographic. Ben calls it a database query with a UI. Hey man, I say, leaning back, putting my hands behind my head. What's the status on the API integration? Investors are going to want to see scalability. Ben doesn't look up. I'm fixing the memory leak you caused when you tried to add that blockchain feature last night, Jason. It needs blockchain, Ben. Web3 is the future. Tokenized brunch spots. Think about the utility. Ben sighs. The sigh of a man who has heard this speech 400 times. It's a brunch app, Jason. Nobody wants to mint an NFT of their Eggs Benedict. You just don't have the vision, I say, shaking my head. You're a builder, not a dreamer. That's why you need me. Ben stops typing. Adjusts his glasses. I need you to stop pushing code to the main branch at 2 a.m. I was in the flow state, bro. Flash forward to Friday night. The board meeting, which is actually just me and my advisory council drinking craft IPAs at a bar on Rainey Street. The crew, Tyler, growth hacker for a company that sells dropshipped phone cases, talks exclusively in engagement metrics. Marcus, brand strategist, unemployed for 18 months, wears a beanie in 95-degree weather. Kyle, crypto evangelist, lost his parents' retirement fund on a coin named after a meme of a dog. And Ben. Ben is sitting on the edge of the group nursing a sparkling water. He looks like he wants to die. I'm holding court. So the VC meeting is next Tuesday, I say, swirling my IPA. Seed round. I'm thinking we ask for 5 mil at a 25 mil valuation. Tyler nods sagely. Aggressive. I like it. What's the CAC looking like? Negligible. I lie. Viral coefficient is off the charts. We have 400 users. 350 of them are bots Kyle bought for me. Ben speaks up. We have 50 active users, Jason, and the server costs are coming out of my personal credit card. Silence at the table. Marcus laughs nervously. Classic engineering pessimism, right? You gotta believe in the narrative, Ben. The narrative doesn't pay for AWS instances, Ben mutters. I put a hand on Ben's shoulder. Grip it a little too tight. Ben, buddy, don't bring that negative energy here. We're manifesting success. The money follows the mindset. Ben looks at my hand. Then looks at me. I need to go home. I have to rewrite the entire login protocol because you promised that investor we'd have biometric security by Monday. That's the spirit, I shout as he walks away. Grind set. Turn back to the guys. He's a genius, but socially, total zero. Wouldn't be anywhere without me guiding the ship. Kyle nods. Engineers are commodities, bro. Visionaries are the scarcity. We toast to our greatness. Bill comes. $240. Put it on the company card, I say. Card declines. Fraud protection, I mutter. Bank is always flagging high-level transactions. I Venmo Tyler from my personal account, which has $84 left in it. Tuesday morning. The pitch. Sand Hill Road vibe, but in a glass building in downtown Austin. Venture capital firm Longhorn Ventures. Meeting with a partner named Chad. Chad is 26, wears a Patagonia vest just like mine, and has teeth so white they reflect UV light. We sit in a conference room named Disruption. I connect my laptop. Slide deck is beautiful. Paid a guy on Fiverr $500 for it. I start the pitch. Gentlemen, let me ask you a question. What is the biggest pain point in the millennial experience? Chad looks at his phone. Loneliness? Debt? No, I say, clicking the clicker, deciding where to eat toast. Chad looks up. I launch into it. Synergy, paradigm shift, hyperlocal geofencing. AI-driven palette algorithms. I'm sweating a little, but the adrenaline is pumping. I am Steve Jobs. I am Elon. I am the main character. Chad stops me on slide 14. Okay, cool buzzwords, but what's the tech stack? How are you handling the data latency if you scale to 1 million users? I freeze. I know the words Python and React, but I don't know what they actually do. I look at Ben. Ben is sitting in the corner wearing a button-down shirt I forced him to buy. He looks uncomfortable. He clears his throat. We're running a microservices architecture on AWS Lambda with a Redis cache layer for the high-frequency query data. It scales horizontally. Chad nods, impressed. Solid. And the biometric security? Implemented as of 4 a.m. this morning, Ben says. His eyes have dark circles. Chad smiles. Okay, the tech is sound. The idea, it's a little derivative. I jump in. Derivative? It's revolutionary. It's Uber for hunger. It's Airbnb for your mouth. Chad sighs. Look, I'll be honest. We're looking for AI plays right now. General AI. If you can pivot this to be a generative AI food companion, we might be interested. I don't hesitate. That's exactly what Phase 2 is. We just didn't put it in the deck to keep it stealth. Ben's head snaps toward me. Jason, he warns. It's already in the pipeline. I lie through my teeth. Ben's been training the model for weeks. Chad perks up. Really? Can I see a demo? I look at Ben. Ben looks at me. The silence stretches for 5 seconds. Ben opens his laptop. Give me 2 minutes, he says quietly. He types faster than I've ever seen a human type. Terminal windows opening and closing. Sweat on his forehead. He spins the laptop around. It's a simple text box. Chad types, I want eggs. The screen responds, based on your location, egg slut, is 0.4 miles away. The wait time is 15 minutes. It's just a hard-coded script Ben just wrote. But Chad doesn't know that. Wow, Chad says, that's fast. It's the proprietary engine, I say, smirking. Okay, Chad says, I'm intrigued. Let's talk term sheets. We walk out of the building. I'm floating. I punch the air. Did you see that? I closed him. We're rich, baby. Ben isn't celebrating. He's walking fast toward the parking garage. Ben, wait up! We need to celebrate! Margarita's on me! Ben spins around. You lied to him, Jason. I sold him, Ben. It's called sales. You promised an AI model we don't have. Do you know how hard that is to build? Do you have any idea? You'll figure it out. You're a wizard. I'm not a wizard. I'm a tired human being who hasn't slept more than 4 hours a night for 3 months. Hey, lower your voice. That's the startup life. We grind now, we retire on yachts later. I don't want a yacht, Jason. I want health insurance. I want to pay my rent without borrowing money from my parents. Small thinking, Ben. That's your problem. You're thinking about rent, I'm thinking about legacy. Ben stares at me. Shake his head. Gets in his 2008 Honda Civic. Leaves me standing on the sidewalk. 3 weeks later. The term sheet arrives. $2 million seed round. But there's a catch. They want a 40% stake and they want to bring in their own CEO. They want me to move to Chief Vision Officer. Basically a mascot. I'm furious. I call an emergency meeting at the co-working space. Ben is there, looking even more tired. They're trying to steal my baby, Ben. 40%? And they want to bench me? The audacity. Jason, Ben says, rubbing his temples. It's $2 million. We have $400 in the bank account. Take the deal. No way. I know what I'm worth. This is a billion-dollar unicorn. It's a brunch app. It's a lifestyle platform. I pace around the tiny glass office. I'm going to counter. $5 million, 10% equity, and I stay CEO with full control. Ben stands up. Don't do that. Why? Are you scared of success? Because they will walk away, and if they walk away, we are done. They won't walk. They need us. They need the AI tech. The AI tech that doesn't exist? It exists in here. I tap my temple. Jason, please, I haven't been paid in 6 months. I have student loans. If we take this deal, we can actually hire a team. I can sleep. I look at Ben with pity. He just doesn't get it. He has that employee mindset. Ben, listen to me. If you settle for crumbs, you'll never eat the whole cake. Trust me, I know how to handle these guys. I send the email. Aggressive tone. Lots of exclamation points. Demand, respect for the founder's journey. Hit, send. Done. Now we wait for them to come crawling back. The next morning. Inbox notification. Chad. Dear Jason, thanks for the counter. Unfortunately, we feel our visions are not aligned. We are pulling the term sheet. Best of luck. I stare at the screen. Refresh. Still rejected. I laugh. A nervous, high-pitched laugh. They're bluffing, I say to the empty room. Negotiation tactic 101. Ben walks in. He sees my face. They walked, didn't they? It's a bluff, Ben. Stay calm. Ben walks over to my laptop. Reads the email. He doesn't scream. He doesn't throw anything. He just closes his eyes. It's over. No, it's not. We'll find other investors, better investors, ones who get it. There are no other investors, Jason. You've pitched everyone in Austin. You're blacklisted in SF because you threw up on that angel investor's shoes in 2021. That was food poisoning. Ben opens his backpack, takes out his company laptop, which he paid for, sets it on the table. I'm done. What? I quit. I'm resigning. I laugh again. You can't quit. You're a co-founder. You have equity. Equity in zero is zero. I have a job offer, Jason. I freeze. What? I interviewed at Oracle last week. Senior back-end engineer. $160,000 a year. Full benefits. 40-hour weeks. Oracle? I scoff. The dinosaur? You're going to go work for a boomer corporation? You're going to become a cog in the machine? Yes. But we're changing the world, Ben. We're disrupting. We aren't disrupting anything. Ben finally yells. People outside the glass walls look in. We are building a useless app for narcissists. I am writing code that does nothing but help people spend money they don't have on food that isn't good. You're just tired. You're burnt out. Take a day off. Go to a sensory deprivation tank. I don't want a sensory deprivation tank. I want a paycheck. He starts packing his personal things. A succulent. A framed photo of his dog. You're making a mistake, Ben. You're walking away from greatness. When I ring the bell at the NASDAQ, you're going to regret this moment for the rest of your life. Ben slings his backpack over his shoulder. He looks at me. Really looks at me. For the first time, I don't see admiration or frustration. I see pity. Jason, you don't have a product. You don't have a business plan. You just have an ego. Excuse me? You treat people like NPCs in your main character video game. You used me. You used your parents' money. You used your friends. I gave you an opportunity. You gave me an ulcer. He walks to the door. I pushed the latest code to GitHub. The password is Delusion2024. Goodbye, Jason. He walks out. I stand there, heart pounding. He'll be back. He has to come back. He can't code something this big without my vision. I sit down. Open LinkedIn. Type a new post. True leadership is about standing alone when the weak fall away. The road to unicorn status is lonely, but the view is worth it. Hashtag founder life, hashtag grind, hashtag no excuses. Post it. Wait for the likes. Refresh. Nothing. 3 months later. The app is dead. Server crashed because I tried to fix a bug myself and deleted the database. Couldn't afford to hire anyone else because apparently developers want money. Moved out of the co-working space. Working from my studio apartment. Internet is spotty. I'm now pivoting to high-ticket consulting, helping other founders unlock their potential, basically charging 22-year-olds $500 to tell them to wake up early. I'm at a coffee shop, a cheaper one, drip coffee only. I see a group of guys in Oracle t-shirts. They look happy, laughing about some coding joke I don't understand. I see Ben. He looks different. Gained a little weight, healthy weight. Wearing a clean shirt, holding a coffee. He's talking to a girl. She's pretty, looks normal, wearing a nerdy t-shirt. Ben says something and she laughs, touches his arm. He looks peaceful. I feel a spike of anger. He gave up. He sold out. He chose mediocrity over greatness. I stand up. I'm going to walk over there. I'm going to tell him about my new consulting agency. I'm going to tell him I'm launching a crypto hedge fund next week. I take 2 steps. Ben looks up, locks eyes with me. His smile doesn't fade, but it changes. It becomes polite. Distant. Like you look at a stranger on the bus. He gives a small nod, then turns back to the girl and keeps talking. He doesn't care. He's not jealous. He's not regretful. He's just free. I stop, turn around, walk out the side door. It's raining. My Allbirds get wet. I get into my leased Tesla Model 3. Dashboard says payment overdue. I sit in the silence. Open Instagram. See a post from Tyler, the growth hacker. Just launched a new NFT project. To the moon. I like the post. Type a comment. Let's collab, bro. Huge synergy potential. Stare at my reflection in the dark screen. Wait for the reply. It never comes.